And let's get into another Finance Friday. Great to have First Ontario Senior Manager of Business Services, Colin Cyr, back on the show. Continuing our discussion around small businesses, because last month when you were on, we were talking about having those conversations for small businesses with your bank. Now let's get into what type of conversations those need to be.
For sure, yeah. There's a number of important conversations that are happening, but the one we're going to lean into today is the financing chat. So the one you're having when, as a business, you're looking to borrow some money. Maybe you want to purchase a property, some equipment inventory, working capital, whatever it is. Getting that conversation right and ensuring you come with your ducks in a row. It's really going to increase your likelihood of success. And there's some key things you can keep in mind to that end.
Okay, so let's get in, what are some of the things that you need to kind of know?
For sure. So the lender or the banks in the business of lending, they want to see you succeed, but they're coming from a risk lens. So you got to keep that in mind. So have a story, have a coherent plan. Why in business? What are you trying to accomplish, and how are you going to get there? If you can articulate clearly that you know your market, you know your customers, your products, services, maybe even thought of contingency, what am I going to do if things go sideways? It's going to show you did your homework, you're serious about this ask, and the bank will honor that.
What kind of presentation do you have to? Does it need to be a PowerPoint presentation? Do you have to have or just your documents out? Is it kind of like a Dragon's Den type style where you're standing in front of a number of people?
The bigger the spectacle, the better, really, right? No, it can be simple, but the simple things are often the hardest, and people overlook them, right?
What about new businesses?
New businesses, those were tougher to deal with. You often want to come in with a bit of personal equity, showing that, you've put an investment in off the get-go. Banks, lenders will typically want to see you get to around 18 months before they can really take the lending ask seriously.
Okay, so when it comes to what are they looking for with some of that information that you're presenting to them?
For sure. So first and foremost, the financial piece. You want to have your documents in a row. You can almost guarantee they're going to ask to look to see something on your financial position. So have you prepared your tax statements, or do you have prepared financial statements? Internal statements are good as well. Some asks are going to need a cash flow projection, and some banks will even use last 12 months of bank statements. But you got to have something in order.
What about the type of business?
There's going to be different asks for sole proprietors, corporations, partnerships, but generally across the board, similar asks from a financial standpoint.
I'm even saying, let's say, a retail business to a restaurant to I don't know, a lawn company,
absolutely,
a snow removal company. You know what I mean? Does it differ when it comes to that? The financial side.
We see it all because the credit ask is going to be different based on the industry or what you're trying to accomplish, and so lenders are experienced to know, hey, this industry is going to have to produce this, or this credit ask. You're going to want to more so showcase this element of your business. So it's different, but have a chat with your bank first, and it'll help prepare you for what you want to bring to the table for your specific business.
What about even talking to other people in your world, in your type of business that you're in, and what they've done?
Yeah, I mean, people who have been successful in their industries, they're your colleagues in many ways. So if you're in the hospitality scene and you can look to a business that's done well, been around 5-10 years, have a chat with them, right? They're going to know some tips and tricks, and they've had a chat with their bank as well. So yeah, lean into that as a business owner.
But what about actual personal presentation? Well, even what you present, like yourself.
Yeah. Well, your business is an extension of you. So, the lender or the bank's going to be looking to you to see the likelihood that your business is going to make good on the debt that it's trying to take on to grow there. So, personal credit, keep that in order. I know it can be tough, but talk to your bank ahead of time if you feel your credit's in a tough spot. They'll work with you to get you where you need, and there's no shame in having that conversation.
Any other advice? One more piece of advice when it comes to that?
Timing. No lender wants to work under a sense of urgency. If you need the money in 3 days, it's going to be tough. Come to them ahead of time. Build that relationship, right? I want to purchase a building in a year, or I want to do this project in 3 months. They'll help build a plan. They'll honor that proactively, and it's going to really help your chances of succeeding in that conversation.
Because it is a partnership. Good stuff, Colin Cyr from First Ontario. Email your questions or topic that you want Colin to cover on Finance Friday. Finance Friday at FirstOntario.com. If your question or topic is selected to be covered on air, you'll receive a gift card from First Ontario.